I need to go get some water real fast, and then, well, no, I got the tabletop up, so feel free to start jumping in there. And
Yeah,
stream
I'm
is up, also
getting
stream is up. So
tabletop.
also stream is up, so please keep an eye on that.
Got it. Make fun of all of you. Make fun of Circuit.
Make fun of my own YouTube channel.
Oh, I thought that's what you do when you actually are doing the stuff for the YouTube channel. You just make fun of yourself.
I occasionally do. I don't know. We'll find out. If you actually go watch it CMC, you'll find out if I do or not.
Yeah, it means actually watching things that aren't Twitch.
But I upload every single day, CMC.
Circuit, you did on your stream, not the main show.
Besides, I have an entire Let's Play of 007 GoldenEye there.
Did you say
And
you
it's
upload every day?
Yes.
That, given the fact that you're doing stuff from the past, that kind of works, but that seems hard to keep up with.
It is. You just have to record. For me, anyway, right now, until I can get a good amount of stuff, you have to record it in bulk. And then just
Stupid habits. Okay.
I have 7 more episodes of that are ready.
Okay.
Also, Circuit, you're on your...
I know, I changed it if you noticed. Anyway, okay, let me address, sorry. Let me address a major elephant in the room before it starts to trample over people. Toa. Unfortunately, I don't know, okay, I think I had a bit of a rough morning. Unfortunately, I was also kind of incompetent. I didn't exactly eat anything until me and Blanked went out for burgers about 2 hours ago. I think it might still be trying to get its way through my system. However, right now, my energy levels are all over the map. My emotional state is also all over the map. So, I'm not going to lie, my patience is very, very thin. So I'm going to try to keep myself calm. I'm hoping that I'll come down in just a moment. I just need my body needs to regulate itself here. I just ask for some patience, and hopefully I'll get myself calmed down here. I might also just be completely out of wreck because I don't know what the hell is going to be happening tomorrow at the rate that's going as well, which is obviously not great. Anyway, okay. So, just getting that out of the way here.
Fair enough. By the way, everything was good on stream from what I heard.
Alright then. Okay, so we have the tabletop up.
Yep, and I'm pulling up Silver and Sapphire Streets so that you can keep some track of what they do.
Okay, at the moment, we're gonna... Silent got shot, the wind knocked out of him, and he's right now in a comatose state. Medi, or... whatever her the hell, she's going to go over there and comfort the hell out of him, and we're just going to leave them out of the picture for the moment. Unless anybody wants to control both of them.
That's part of why I was bringing up their character sheets. So that when we do actually progress up the stairs, they can actually be brought along with.
Okay. Also, I apologize if anybody hears any weird noises. I'm eating an apple. I'm hoping that the sweetness will also kind of get me...
Sugars will do you good.
Yeah. Natural sugars will do me good.
Yeah, I know I'm annoying, but I'm here for you through thick and thin, bot.
That's the annoying part. Anyway.
I'm a completely robot.
Yeah, sometimes having that annoying one can save you.
But like I said, tabletop is up at the moment.
My Steam redistributables are downloading.
Alright, and we're going to start the recording here in 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody! Welcome to what we have for the Roan RPG session for February 28th. Yeah, it's been if I ever upload these, it's been about a month since we've done the last one. Unfortunately, we're just having issues getting people together.
Life sucks.
Life sucks. People get involved with different projects or different things, and well, this tabletop has been going on for 2 to 3 years now. Obviously, things need to change and move on, as it were. So we are doing our best to try to do this. Unfortunately, Silent, aka Silver, will not be here because he's got things that he cannot ignore that are going to keep him disposed for a couple weeks. And Medi has a relationship, which is, we all know that at the moment you have a relationship, tabletop RPGs usually die.
Unless that relationship is playing with you.
No, the tabletop will die. Either the relationship will pull you away or the relationship will come with you. They're going to get upset when you do something they don't like, and then it'll literally destroy the entire tabletop from within. It's like an unholy quagmire.
Of love and emotions. Disgusting.
Yes. Or worse, it's actually going to work out well, and then they'll actually make a couple in the tabletop as well. And those two will end up starting to kiss each other all throughout the scene. You're going to be fighting an ogre, they're going to be kissing. You're going to be solving a crime, they're going to be kissing. The entire world is being baked alive by a golem of fire that is slowly expanding and encompassing the entire northern hemisphere. They're going to be kissing because they find it erotically hot for some reason.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Toa melted in the fire. I would be kissing somebody at that point. But anyway.
I'm sorry, my brain just went back to that meme of seducing the ogre.
Wait, wasn't that the kobold that tried to seduce an ogre?
No, it was a bard or something, I think.
No, you're talking about seducing the dragon.
It's dragon, okay. Yeah.
You're supposed to slay the dragon, not lay.
Tell it to some people.
Hey.
Roll to seduce the dragon. Nat 20.
Blanked, I think
It's
I'm
a
hearing
bullet.
you breathing
And
off
he's
your
a
mic.
top.
Are you?
I'm hearing something that sounds like someone...
I was hearing it a little bit too, but I wasn't paying attention. I'll keep an eye on the chat, on the little windows here. Anyway.
Maybe. Like.
Oh, crap. There it was a second ago.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm sniffling a little bit, but that's only because it's fucking weather's changing. I always get sniffly when the weather changes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh.
The reason my mic is not below nose level.
Oh. Out from being bedridden.
Right.
So,
Alright, look.
question.
Yeah, shoot.
Is it just me that he's turning into a robot for, or is it everyone?
Is Circuit turning into a robot for you? Because he's not turning into
No,
a robot
Toa.
for me. Toa? I've not noticed anything.
I heard him I heard him petering out a little bit near the end there, so.
Toa, say words.
Then it's just me.
So, not really.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is
yeah,
half of his packets.
Yeah, Toa's doing the bad Toa thing, which is perfect for us.
Oh, ha 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 ha.
Amazing how that's the only thing that actually got out.
No, that was attempted.
Right. Okay then. Well, just real fast, I would like after this RPG session is over, I would like everybody here to stay on for just a little bit so I can just get some feedback and quick advice for tomorrow here once I'm. Well, the apple is starting to do its work here. I'm starting to feel a little bit more calmer and together. Well, that and the vitamin D shot that I just gave myself. So little column A, little column D. Anyway. Oh wait a minute. A for apple. D. Oh wow. I actually made that a bigger joke than I expected, and I didn't even plan it. All right. So as it
Doing
stands,
good jokes that aren't planned. We need to hurt him. Make him go back to the bad dad jokes.
We could easily get that with a blank mind.
Blake, do you really want to stop something like this?
Nope.
Just continue on doing shenanigans as we should be doing shenanigans.
But I always do shenanigans.
So, what happened last time?
Okay, what happened? It silently got shot by Blanked. I'm just letting that sink in for a moment. Okay, so at the moment, the airship has taken off. Our intrepid heroes are starting to confront the Griffins as they realize that they are on the airship and are trying to do things to stop it. Meanwhile, our intrepid wolf outside is taking pot shots at the airship. Luckily, she hasn't had pot shots taken at her quite yet. That's soon to change.
I mean, if we keep on aiming correctly, there won't be much for them to take a pot shot with.
Okay, I found my notes from last time.
I think unless you manage to have...
Well, if I recall...
I think unless you actually manage to take out all of the guns before it
Some
starts.
of them don't have. The plane is currently at their aft, so they've only got a few guns that actually can point at us. If those are taken out, the other ones can't swivel all the way around and take shots at it. And an airship isn't exactly extremely mobile, so this thing isn't going to be pulling some wicked turn to get behind us or hitting the brakes that hard.
Nah, just do a loop-de-loop to get behind you.
What the heck?
Now, you gotta use the boost to chase.
Nice try there, Josh. You mugged it a little bit.
I'm eating an apple. Leave me alone.
So, yeah, there's some salts leaking out the back.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, some damage has been done to its capacity. If they don't try to do something, if they don't do something soon, it will not have the ability anymore.
And
Technically,
apparently, I have a note here that Blue, and in quotes, Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah, he went through a steel. He went right through a steel wall to hit a griffin.
Yep, drop kick straight through a wall into the griffin's head.
And at the moment, I have no notes indicating that anything else happened to the other griffin, so we got one down.
No, I'm just over there.
Well, you are over there. I'm just saying you got one down.
No, I'm saying nope. Nothing happened to the other one. I'm just over there.
Right.
And that's about as much of interest I have from my notes there, because we didn't really get that far.
No, we did not. Alright. Okay. Deep breath.
You might want to mute your phone, otherwise you're going to get angry at a yay.
What the hell?
What just exploded?
Somebody just messaged him like 4 times in a row.
Yeah, you just got a powerful amount of messaging.
Or it was the MLP game.
No, I wish I would message me more. It hasn't done that all that much.
And it only gives one thing every once in a while, and it doesn't during the events that, like these, you have to check every 2 hours, really. It doesn't tell you, hey, yeah, your charges are all full, so you're not getting more charges.
That would be nice. But no, I think it was a combination of Twitch and some random reminders. Alright. So, griping, groaning, moaning consistent complaining and incest complaining side. Alright, so I don't have any notes on. Well, I don't think we had turns rolled. Everybody was just kind of doing their thing here. So let's just go ahead and go down the list and just continue on as we were.
I think we got to the point where these guys are charging at us. It was time to roll initiative.
And as much as I tried to stall for time for Blanked and Crim, we probably should just get going. You guys can watch the stream if you want to see what the map is doing.
I don't have. If I'm really worried about the ship's position, I gotta literally walk into your room, click on it, and move it somewhere. Like, you know this to be true.
You know
Wait, do we actually have the little plane mark? Oh,
They're on
over
the
here.
south. They're on the other end is where
Right,
the
right.
airship.
We're
Yeah,
on the. Is that the front or the back? That's
we're at the
front.
aft
Yeah,
back.
bottom.
That's the back?
The big chunky end is the back. The one that's opened up in the front is the front.
Okay. Sure.
Fore and aft.
4% of players has played Tabletop Simulator for over 100 hours.
Yeah. So,
I have YouTube
roll initiative?
Hmm.
Yes, no, maybe?
I'm trying to join now.
Well, I'm trying to recall if the Griffin... Well, the Griffin's got to know they're here, so...
I believe that everyone on our level knows we're here.
Well, I mean, there was
On the
a...
left.
Well, everybody knows that somebody's here because now the airship has the pot shots taken out, so...
I mean, I think
Well, they know that
They don't know
there's
if they're inside.
the ones on the upper levels might not know that there's someone actually inside down below.
Correct.
Yeah.
Though that
It
is
is.
absolutely
They
that is
probably
correct.
noticed the ship that's behind him that's staying very, very happily out of a lot of the range for their
The
weapons.
ones that might know about it are up where the other guys flew up out of the nice open hole that Duke made.
All right.
Nice open hole that what? Duke made? What?
Back on the base, Duke exploded, made a big hole,
He went kaboom.
and a couple of mini bosses that we didn't fight down there made their way up here.
Oh, then, yeah.
Supposedly.
Maybe. Who knows?
Okay, I'm stuck in Greyland because I apparently am not loading.
That's weird.
Am I?
I know that it took me a while to actually load in as well. It's weird.
I had one crash and then I loaded in just fine.
I cannot seem to load my stat sheet for the Iron Tiger. That's not good.
Was that?
Well, we're batting
Shared
1,000
with
today.
me?
Hi, vaguely.
Well, I'm trying to load it. I just can't see the fucking
I
file.
vaguely haven't seen you around these pods.
You might still have it.
I would have, if you sent it to me through as a Google Drive document, I would have put it into my Roan folder, and I don't see Iron Tiger as the title.
There it
It
goes.
might still just have the. It might just have the vehicle. Just the base.
Tiger vehicle sheet.
That should be the one.
Oh no, never mind. The note does indicate that the Griffin did take some damage. So yeah.
Okay, yes, I do have the Tiger sheet then.
Yeah, don't know where the tab went. Let me see. Let me try something else here real quick.
But I don't have.
Oh yeah, I did. I did actually find it, so it's all good.
I don't have any indicators of the dudes you've put in on the guns and such.
I exist now.
All right.
I think it was like five. I think it was five is in the pilot, and four. Then the rest of them are 30s.
Yeah.
As terms of skill level.
And
I'm gonna
hello
open both
vaguely in
sides.
the chat. That's weird.
Okay. What the fuck?
Second. Calm down. Breathe.
What's breaking this time? All I see is me breaking.
At the moment, I'm thinking our dice roller might be a joke.
I think it's spazzed out.
I rolled the dice 5 different times, and it gave me 3 evens, 3 odds. Different numbers, but 3 evens, 3 odds.
Oh Jesus Christ! You're right. Holy crap.
Dice spot.
Dice spot is. Yeah. Wait. Okay, that last one you did. Josh,
Yeah, the last one finally gave me something, but the fact that it took them...
I don't. I'm not gonna use that thing then. Like, That's cursed.
I'm doing pure. Oh, forgot the exclamation point. I'm going
Okay.
actually.
That one I'm not even going to give you shit for. That just happens.
Okay, yeah, it's not
Everyone.
50-50. You just got lucky on those last 3.
Unlucky.
Lucky or unlucky, it depends on what you're going for.
All right. So let's. At the moment, the Griffin's at the bottom floor of where you guys. The rest of the Griffins are where they're being shot at. So cannon fire is to be expected here very shortly.
So we can go loud, and they wouldn't really notice unless they're right above it.
Dude, if you go loud and you flood the entire bottom area, they're going to notice you. At the moment, they just know that something is up. Only the 3 down below know yet you're actually there. Because
Yeah,
you Kool-Aid Man through a wall.
Mm-hmm.
A metal wall. And
They just saw a griffin fly through a metal wall and drop kick another griffin. I think that one's probably kind of freaking out.
well, he's definitely not doing too good.
Alright, so what are we up to?
Okay, so we're basically rolling initiative for you guys down there on the bottom deck.
9D2.
We'll have it set so that after a turn from everybody at the bottom deck, we'll let Val take a turn, and then the airship will take a turn against Val, and we'll rinse and repeat.
That gives me a
Let me
6.
get in there for a hot minute. I need to look at the
Yeah,
placement.
I'll take my initiative roll from the 10 I did. Since
You hide anything you need to hide?
No, there's nothing up except the initiative rolls, which that's not exactly something hidden.
Okay, so there's only okay, got it.
Oh,
I was trying to remember how many guns I had at the aft side of the ship. There's only 2.
Oh, hey, I got 4 out of 6.
That's how many. That's exactly how many shots it can take at me.
Toa, did we tie?
Yes, but since you're on my back, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does. If he moves before or acts before you, then he has to have his back your back to do things if he wants to move forward.
So basically, roll again for a tiebreaker. But how many did you
Both
two
roll a
get?
D20.
Okay.
Wait,
I
what?
know.
How did you roll a D? I mean, why did you roll a D20? That's not the initiative roll.
No. To do
Tiebreak.
roll a D20, higher wins.
Okay.
It's a bit simpler.
Not 20.
Toa goes first.
All right.
That's
Toa,
technically better.
hold on, Toa. How much did you roll?
I rolled 6.
Okay. So no. Yeah. Okay. So it's Toa with a 6, but he's the first 6. Pulpe with a 6, but a lower 6, so second. And Krim, what did you roll? Krim?
Out of the evens, I only see like 2 odds, so he got 4.
And Krim is dead. Or unconscious. Probably dead.
Yeah, looks like
Wait,
4
really?
on.
That's his initiative?
Yeah, 6 is his initiative, I believe.
He doesn't have a lot of initiative points. He tends to go later than everybody else, but I want to.
No, I just confirmed by looking at a sheet, yeah.
Well, you gotta remember, I made my character to have a lot of long game and jack of all trades type of mentality.
Yeah, your kind of controls what you say.
Mhm.
Your Kens?
Anyway, we'll give Krim a moment to get back here. Because we'll have to have him roll a d20.
Ah, computer's restarting. His plug came unplugged.
Oh,
That's
man.
great.
Mhm.
Okay.
Happens. But we at least got his initiative.
Well, kind of. He's still tied for a bunch of other people. So, oh my god. You know what? Why don't we just have the airship explode? I think that'd be easier on me at this point. I'm just gonna say that a spark ignited the salts and everything exploded. You all managed to somehow fly off with a bunch of mattresses and land on the Iron Integra, where holding a martini glass. You also are surrounded by girls or guys or whatever you prefer, or both. You know, I'm sure you're not picky. I'm not.
Ah, the seaweed monsters.
Are you okay?
No. Nothing about this is okay.
I really think we should just not use the dice roller.
I
don't think
gotta use it till the end, but no, I mean, roll d20 is definitely going to probably have better dice rolls than this thing.
Why are you breaking up?
By the way, second, let us
Because
all be
you're right
happy.
next to me.
No, like, I was silent. Why are you breaking up from me?
I don't know why I'm breaking up for you.
The fuck?
Does it not like it that you're both in the same building?
I don't think it likes that I'm trying to do anything in general. Okay, there we go. A 5 and a 6.
Oh, so it doesn't like that you're breathing. Got it.
Yeah, pretty much.
It doesn't enjoy that he exists.
Alright, well, while we wait for Crim's reboot, I guess I might as well bring up the Saturday thing real fast. Unless you guys have anything that you want to do post actual turn goings. Now, granted, Toa and Pulpe, you both are able to go before the Griffins do. So I guess we could actually do your stuff right off the bat here.
Okay. I asked Pope, okay, how do you want to play it? Because I can move and I can tank.
I wouldn't know. Pulpe wouldn't know. What he does know is that to get onto the ship, he expended a lot of his magic, and he just recharged a water gun. He's not sure where would be the best aim for this with this map, with this layout that he has. We've been here less than 5 minutes.
And already
Yeah,
you've
that's
been,
happened in 5 minutes.
and you've already been shot at. A wall exploded, and yeah, confusion abounds heavily at the moment.
Oh, is there supposed to be a hole back here somewhere for where it got hit?
Yeah, but it's like the size. It's like the size. It's a normal bullet hole, so I'm not gonna worry about putting it in.
Fair.
I mean, a 50 cal is not a small bullet hole, but that's beside the point. We're not gonna, unless I hit something that
What I wanted to
explodes.
clarify was not big enough to push a griffin through with.
Definitely not. You get.
Yeah.
No, and don't even try the air pressure thing. No, he's not gonna squeeze through like a freaking.
Oh, we're not doing
No,
air
we're
pressure.
not
What the
dealing with
fuck?
air pressure.
We're not dealing.
Well, if it was big enough, I was just gonna loosh him right out, have him fall.
Okay.
I mean, he'd fly, but he wouldn't be able to keep up with the airship.
Yeah, he'd then glide down, have to run away.
Yeah, no, unless Val hits something that makes a decent explosion, there's not going to be any. I'm trying to say, I guess I'd say a blowout.
Unfortunately, the only things that Val could hit that could cause a decent explosion would probably end up plummeting the entire airship with you guys on it.
Well, no, there's still the guns down there. Like she could end up, if I got really weirdly lucky or weirdly also unlucky at the same time, could possibly hit one of the munition boxes, and that would cause a sizable hole. But those guys being as close as they are, they'd have to roll some strong checks not to get pulled out the sides.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know. Because my first thought would be to try and hit multiple in a row, but... line. There's these tables here.
And that's not a good straight shot for these. So...
I'd have to get right there to try and hit this guy without hitting Krim.
Okay, so I say we go into this corner right here. So, one, you can meditate, recharge your magic, calm down.
I have a
While I
water gun
protect.
at the ready.
I know, but you got water gun. But after that, what else do you got if there's a bigger fight?
I would have to rely on rolls.
Okay, I'm since we're still waiting on Krim and you guys are debating this, I'm gonna grab some tea. I am listening though, so I will be right
I am
back.
also listening, and I will also be judging you intensely.
All right. So CMC, do you want me to charge straight forward, shield blast the Griffin, so you can then water gun him down against the other fella?
If you're gonna come and just bash this guy, I think he's taken some hits. I might want to stand up here and try to just push those two back.
Well, that works. Since my move is 10, and think I can get that far?
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Yeah, 7 puts you right in his face.
This one's kind of falling through because people are getting cold.
Okay, then I'm going to run and to whack him with my shield.
You have been judged lacking of imagination.
Him or me?
You decide.
Sounds good.
No, I'm
Okay,
joking.
So,
I'm joking. A plan's a plan. Besides,
okay.
we all effing know in my case, it's literally me just taking pot shots at the plane. It's literally gonna be all my moves till that thing goes down or I get down.
True. Okay, and we gotta wait for Circuit to come back to do rolls.
So when you start going down, do you try to crash land on the deck?
I mean, we'll see what happens. Right now, only got to worry about two of their guns aiming at us, whereas I've got 3.
I already did the rolls. If you look at the bot, I'm just waiting for Krim to get back and do his.
No,
I'm
the,
going
the defense.
Oh, you guys didn't. I'm sorry, I must have missed that.
He
You.
came up with a thought. He's gonna bash this one in the face.
Okay then.
Yep.
All right then.
Okay.
Okay, everybody, he's gonna bash him in the face. Let's see how this bot decides to mess with me.
Okay, I'll just use melee since unless I can find.
Oh,
my
it's the other
shield
way
back.
around.
If I can't find it, then
If you roll for me.
is that a Krim?
It's a Krim.
Okay.
I
All
don't
right,
see any
so
more
I'm
rolls
going.
for me.
Well, we just needed you to roll a d20. Okay, so you are ahead of the 2 Griffins there.
I'm ahead of the what?
So basically, this turned out into a full-on your turn, their turn session. So you guys all do your turns, and then the Griffins will all do their turns, because that's exactly how the initiative rolled out.
Perfect. Sounds just like a turn-based RPG.
Exactly like a turn-based RPG. An old-school turn-based RPG.
2.
But at the moment, Krim, as you are watching vacantly, because I can't exactly remember what happened with Blue, you see Toa and Pope run up and then valiantly smack one of the Griffins with the butt of a shield.
Well, so what I done last time was drop kick that one Griffin and got back up in place and was staring at that other guy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Also-
you two valiantly charge up and smack it with a shield.
Well, that's what Toa does.
Okay,
Yep.
you two valiantly charge up, and Toa smacks it with a shield.
How's it looking?
I got 4 out of 10 on me using melee.
So, Toa, you smack it with the shield. A loud clang is heard. And the griffin is just standing there stunned. You've done absolutely nothing to it except making a loud clang sound. Clang goes the griffin.
Clang, 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 clang.
No actual damage?
No damage
stun?
whatsoever. The
I'm
griffin-
gonna armor and the fact that I rolled poorly.
Pretty much, I rolled ridiculously well for that, which is unfortunate because it means it'll probably never happen again.
Well, I also have this little thing on my back that can spew water that can drown a man.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and... Toa, the griffin was at -1. You failed to knock out a griffin that's already starting to basically wave around like he just got punched by Blue Ali here. Actually, he probably did get punched. He got kicked by Blue Ali.
We beat down in the base.
He is that far down?
He's in the -1. You did nothing, and you should feel shame for it, Toa.
Well, I have never really been a fighter, so neat.
I'm not going to deny that, oh great shield warrior.
I'm not sure I want him standing. Crim, what's your move? You've got
What's my move?
You'll be able to get around back to those other guys. So then how do I...
So you want to deal with that guy by yourself.
I want to deal with this guy right here.
The one
You wanna
that's
do-
right next to him.
Yeah, you want to deal with that guy by yourself?
Well, I've got a water gun ready. I'm just trying to figure out what's the angle. Can I try and get around this table to hit the other guys? And how do I deal with hitting Toa or not hitting Toa as I so please?
The answer is always hit Toa.
Don't try and stop it, just hit him anyway. He's the one that dragged you into this, literally.
Well, because the way I'm thinking is that way.
Isn't that how it works? Is you always hit Toa?
So you're thinking of just moving slightly to the right and then shooting down. With
That's
water
all
gun,
hitting
I'm
them-
guessing.
Hitting them brunt on the side rather than hitting them on the nose.
Or you could hit him like that. Because then he could hit the table and then hit the wall.
Yeah,
Right,
I wasn't sure how the physics worked. If you
try
would hit
him.
the table and then the wall, or if you would just ram up against the table and flop.
Well, I think it might just depend on how much power you put behind it, really.
Yeah, we're gonna throw him at the table, and this.
And also his own defense roll on him. Which I actually have. I got a little bit more information about Roan World at War, which I'm going to incorporate into the magic system for the rest of this. Which, honestly, it makes the most sense.
What's that?
Well, on magic that has a physical component where you're trying to do physical damage, you roll defense. If it's trying to do kind of a mental damage, like lowering statistics or causing confusion and things like that, you do a mental check instead. Essentially, physical to physical, mental to mental.
So for this, it would be just defense, not magical defense.
Bingo.
Fun.
We actually have
The chain
clarification.
lightning might be magical defense.
The chain lightning might have a little bit of magical defense just because you are dealing with an electrical, basically an electric as opposed to the force of water. But
Okay,
yeah.
So 5 non-lethal and 5 opposed to stability, throwing him up against the table, then the wall.
All right. Let's see.
Okay. So have you figured out what you're doing yet, or is it my turn?
We're doing it right.
Discussing it?
We're doing it right now, where I'm just
Working out
rolling
the
it.
Rolls now.
Okay, so how much is the damage?
5 non-lethal.
Okay. All right. He puts up his arms in meager resistance as you start pointing your hand just before you unleash a flood of water. pushes him back even harder against the table, and you can hear the crack of the wood as the body hits on it, and the griffin's body becomes a little more limp. However, he is still standing up on all four legs, though he is definitely a little more incapacitated. You did 1 non-lethal point of damage to him.
And did he get staggered?
Not really, no.
Darn.
This is the only point of damage he's taken this entire round.
Session.
Round. Session, true, but it's also the round, so column A, column B.
Staggered by the 5 opposed ability that the water gun just does.
Right, was that added to that, or?
That's part of my notes for this. It does 5 non-lethal and does 5 opposed to stability.
Gonna have to double check that. Okay, then give me.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Something that we've had there all the time, but it may need to actually be something that we address with the Roan guys, because I'm not entirely sure that that's...
I think it's added
right.
in. I think it adds in separately. Like, you can do both physical damage and also staggering, but I think you have to add them in as separate things with their own increase to the difficulty roll. So I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying we might have to rework how that spell is and how much MP it costs. But for the moment,
that is so right. Clang, clang, clang goes the Griffin. Womp, womp, womp goes the bot.
but for the moment, I'm just gonna go ahead and roll it off of his endurance stat here and see what happens.
Endurance stat? That's a stat.
Well, not endurance. What was it?
Dexterity?
Yeah.
Was it dexterity? I swear there was something else. Probably more willpower, really, but the willpower, the
brain power. Dexterity is ability to stand and such, I would think.
fair. Well, in either case, it would be the same rolls. So.
Okay.
And that's 4. So that one, yeah, I get. It does stun him. So I guess he does also kind of slump back on the table, stunned by the splash of water and also the fact that he's also been horribly mutilated by Blue.
No, that was the other one.
Well, he also suffered some damage somehow. I forgot how he suffered damage, but in either case, he's -2 and he has one turn of stun.
He might have gotten shots.
That might be it.
Yeah.
He might.
I think Silver got off of shots before getting stunned.
Yeah, I'd buy that. Okay, Krim. Now it's your go.
Is my go?
It is your go.
Is my go?
You go.
I clothesline this sucker.
Quick and to the point.
Are you?
And that is
It's a brawler.
Did you just leap over us across the table and then go straight for clothesline?
I mean, I didn't. You know what? Let's go with that. I was gonna run around you, but let's go with that. I just leapt over everything.
Well, actually, you could have hopped off my back and used me for a second jumping point.
We're standing right next to each other.
Yeah.
Sprungboard off of both of us.
And
You're
I
a
don't
small
think-
creature.
And I don't think Blue is going to use you as
Or,
a
yeah, just
literal
hop
stepping
right
stone.
over us, right onto the table, and then pounced right off of it. Anyway,
Besides-
semantics. Going on.
Where was
Besides, you're a
I?
small creature, so because you're a babu, so I can fit in the same square as you.
Yeah, I am. Oh, and I think you can pass through the same.
You can if they're a small creature.
Okay.
But
Okay.
anyway, rule of cool. I jumped over everything and I clotheslined that sucker.
Okay, I think you're using the rule of cool a little too liberally. However, just for the moment, I'm not going to question the jumping over the table and clotheslining.
In actual terms of the game, I went from there to there.
Exactly. The movement.
There.
movement aspect, there's no reason why you wouldn't be able to do it, and I'm not going to bother with the check just because. What is your
Yeah.
dexterity anyway?
4, 5, 4.
Yeah, just doing the simple midway check without having to do a dice roll, you would easily be able to clear it. So I'm not even going to bother.
That's just fluff on how I actually got over there because they said it.
Fluff
Otherwise,
away. Okay,
otherwise I just went around everything.
okay, so you start fluffing everything, and then you clothesline the griffin.
Fluff, 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 fluff. Okay. Oh god, that hurt.
Yes, it did.
Was that dog?
That was
I
me.
think you tried to do a button and got.
No, I'm a demonic squeaky toy.
Oh dear.
Plus 17. Okay. Remember, always even forever.
I should remember that more often.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right.
That's above average. So 10 out of 7.
Okay, you made a mighty leap over the tables and didn't use toe as a stepping stool, much to my chagrin, but at the same time, you really wouldn't.
Why would I want to touch him?
Exactly. Anyway,
The diseased.
so the griffin the griffin that was running over to see what is going on with his friend only has a quick moment to react before your arm basically grabs it across its own neck and launches it in the air before it falls flat on its back with 5 points of non-lethal damage. It does stun it, and I think, how much life did I give these guys again? Hold on. Roan book, what did I do with you?
But yeah, Woe at War is definitely going to help improve the base game. And
Thank you, Internet. Okay. So, you take its life down to 0. So at the moment, it is heavily stunned. It's still conscious because it was non-lethal, but it is not moving this turn.
Well, when it hit 0, it was unconscious. Or what was that? I don't remember. I'd have to actually pull up the book because it's been forever since I've looked at the non-lethal rules.
Okay, yeah. Let me double check the non-lethal stuff here. Sorry, I remember that you can actually go into the negatives before it actually becomes a thing here, but yeah, I guess I forgot what you do. Just
There was something about matching their HP.
well, yeah, the matching the HP stuns it, which is why you got the stun. Hold on, let me just.
by the way, Trim, don't you have that thing that allows you to take a second action after you expend all the other?
I understood almost none of that except I heard second action, and the answer is, if I translated that right, no, only if I don't move.
Okay.
Hmm.
Ow!
Oh, Dad, it actually says it right there. All this time. Sorry, everybody. I really do apologize. I'm trying my best to. Let's see.
As if it sounds like you found the secrets to the universe.
Kind of, yeah. Actually, it states exactly what we were told in World of War in the in the damage and defense, just not exactly the way we would expect it. In fact, it's kind of downplayed, which is why I probably got confused. Because yeah, magic defense is used against those who are using a spell to modify your own body or mind. This includes a caster trying to read your mind, for example, that requires willpower. Active defense that is used when trying to avoid touch attacks, such as those done by mages extending a pain spell. And also passive defense is just for something that kind of situation you're unable to dodge, like hot steam suddenly flooding a room. So yeah, it actually is in there. Anyway, So yeah, with let's see. So yeah, with the stunned rating, a knockout happens when you get hit with more than double of double the stun. You're knocked out for 1 minute. Let's see. Oh, I didn't realize the coup de grace here.
Oh yeah, coup de grace has been in.
Okay, so yeah, if your opponent takes enough non-lethal damage to reduce health below zero, he falls unconscious for 1 minute per zero. But yeah, so yeah, he's stunned, he's conscious, but yeah, even Toa could probably whiff him with a shield and do it, or at least I'd say so. But knowing Toa, somehow he'd hit the ground by accident.
I am a tank. I am not a fighter.
Never forget. Never forget. Never forget.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I pointed to this bird right here, who doesn't even have a shield and is the ultimate take.
No, you're the ultimate brawler.
You're the... Okay, ultimate tank, ultimate brawler. Griffin number 1 is currently stunned. Griffin number 2 is currently stunned. Griffin number 3 is also stunned because 2 of his friends just got pummeled right in front of him.
Oh, you can see everyone now?
Well, he could definitely see you.
Perfect. He knows just how scared he needs to be then.
And I'm guessing that this is end of round, so Sapphire should go help Silver now.
Yep.
Yep. Well, not quite end of round, but actually Griffin 3 is still doing something here.
Oh, well, meh. I moved the token, that's where she'll be at end of round.
Okay, Griffin 3 is going to do a quick strength check here.
Griffin 3 is starting to wish he never came into work today.
You
Griffin
have a choice to come into work.
Griffin 3 actually needs a better strength check. Though, granted, I wish that was the legitimate one. That would have been perfect. Alright. Griffin 3 sees the plight that his friend is in, panics, grabs one of the salt barrels, and immediately throws it at you, Blue.
Can I punt it back at him?
Whoa.
You do
You do realize
these
these things are
fucking huge, right?
Yeah. I rolled a strength check.
That means he's also got to rip it out of the tubing and shit.
What?
Do you realize it's all hooked together so it all drains out? It's not just the barrel you pick up, dude.
What?
Roll of cool.
Well, it's also a...
If you go rule cool, then I can't give you shit.
It's a little really cool and also a panic situation. Yeah, it's already leaking salts the moment he throws the damn barrel, but he has a griffin, which is a bigger creature than a pony with better strength, and he can actually huck that thing. Granted, he's not going to huck it very far, but he doesn't need to huck it very far. And Blue, you can do a reaction. Well, you can defend against it, I guess. So
Counter strength check.
Yeah. Well, more kind of like how would I put it? Yeah, Blank is cloning himself. Well, I get you're trying to grab it as he's throwing it, but I'm not sure if that is quite physically possible. I mean, I could
not grab it as a throw it, punt it back right at his face.
basically kick it back.
He's reposing, like he catches it and then throws it back.
Just rebounds it, basically. Not even the right terminology, but...
Well, I'm using repose because that's a skill.
Okay, is this going to... do you have any skills to back this up, or is this just going to be a pure strength check or defense check?
Pure strength and or defense check. Oh, you might have me roll defense and strength, or however you want to do it.
Well, I'm probably going to have to go with one or the other, because essentially you're deciding to try to grab it, which if you miss, it's going to hit you. But if you go with defense, you're basically blocking it from hitting you, which is, you'll block it, of course. So, yeah, we're gonna... So, it depends... If you're gonna go with the catch and toss here, with a little spin around, I might add.
Well, remember, I'm, catch and toss with the spin around. I was gonna go full anime and, kick it in the air, or in this case, it's probably technically full One Piece. Kick it in the air, back at his face.
Oh, you mean butterfly kick? Or a bicycle kick? I forget which.
I follow what he's going with. Roll a strength check, and tell me how much you succeed in.
I'll probably dump points into this if I fail. Remember, always evens, all the time.
You do realize it's a metal barrel.
6. Yes.
Well, it's more of a point just to make a counterpoint. It's not going to explode on contact.
It's 5 out of 12. I take it that 66 you rolled was him.
You stepped away from the desk a second ago.
But yeah.
To be fair, if that thing, do keep in mind, if that thing pops on top of you, Krim, that means he probably can't come near you to heal you.
Yeah, because you may
That
be
is
immune
salt.
to it. Yeah. Krim is immune to it, I'm immune to it. And what
Val's
else
immune
ain't?
to it. Well, Val's immune to it too.
Well, you know what I mean, though.
Yeah, and the rest of the party present, you gotta catch that thing, because that thing goes spiraling past you, then that's a problem.
Hey, actual danger. That's a rarity.
It's environmental danger, anyways. That being said, either way it goes, you guys now know where the salt room is in there, and if you fuck that up down there, the ship is now essentially useless. So that's something to also keep in mind.
What is the mission accomplished then?
Well, that's the major mission accomplished right there.
I would also like to remind that Val doesn't exactly know this, and this kind of is considered out of character information, especially since right now Blue is the only one that knows. Whether he actually pays attention or not is another case. So, sorry about that.
Probably doesn't notice, but the way Blue would act is actually just punt it back at the guy or get hit by.
Also, we were told that they would be dropping salt down from the thing, so we can assume that
if you're seeing white powder leaking out of this barrel, it's going to be very easy to pick up. Like, oh, this looks very familiar and very dangerous.
Yep.
You can assume, you can make educated guesses. At the same time, you also have to.
I'm saying like after this little thing is resumed. Like, no, I'm not saying they're not going to know it immediately, Josh. I'm saying after this thing is done, if nobody gets whacked by the shit, they're going to be able to put 2 and 2 together. Oh, hey, white powder is leaking out of that barrel that was just chucked at us. That's salt.
Okay. Alright, with the strength check, you were able to give it a mighty kick with the thud. However, it doesn't quite bounce back at the griffin, and instead spins around the room, scattering salt all throughout the floor.
Circuit,
Yes?
you weren't here for me to say thanks. I was going to put style points into giving myself more because I kind of figured it wouldn't be enough.
I apologize. Please go ahead.
I think I'm gonna. It's a 5 out of 6 or 5 out of 12 right now. I'll put just because I like the rule of cool and going full anime with the Griffin. I'm sitting 6 points into it to make it a 7 out of 12.
Oh, dear God, I swear this is becoming Isekai. We already got Shield Hero, and now we got One Kick Man. Or One Kick Griffin, anyway.
Hey, don't blame me for being to the Shield game before the rising of the Shield Hero.
I mean, if we want to say things like that, then I'm more Megalobox. It's the closest thing.
I'm down with that.
Okay, you don't want to be One Kick Man. I'm not going to stop you.
I don't one-shot people, unfortunately. I just take an absolute beating and keep going.
Again, he's not wrong.
Stop defending him. Okay, what are you going to do?
Well, like I said, I spent 6 style points to raise it by 3, so 7 out of 12 strength to kick it right back into his face. Punt it right back into his face.
Okay.
Except before you disappeared or while you disappeared, I went full One Piece here / anime.
Right, okay, I don't know why I keep blanking out on this. Okay, one more time. How many points are you using?
He's spending 6. He's giving himself 3 more points.
Thank you.
To make it 8 out of 12.
Okay.
7. Oh yeah, 8. Never mind.
It's 2 per.
No. I follow. All right.
What up?
Okay, so let's see. Okay, you managed to quickly get on your back okay, you managed to do some cool anime thing with your feet that allow you to kick it. Unfortunately, I can think of about 8 different ways that this can go. I have a feeling that no matter which one I choose, it's probably going to be wrong. So you kick it.
My mental image was I just somehow managed to dislocate my leg or something and raise it high enough to kick it back. I don't know.
Yeah, better than me. I was imagining more than just kind of jumping onto your, kind of doing a backwards leap onto your back, raising your feet like your
springboard kick.
Yeah, doing kind of a springboard kick thing, grabbing the barrel and just launching it back at him. What do I know? Anyway,
the only thing I'm thinking right now that you've said that, is essentially Titus doing the jet shot. I kind of want to do that. Just jump and spin in the air and just kick it back at him.
Okay, so you knock it back at the Griffin, who is caught off guard and only manages to raise his arms in reflective defense as it bongs into him, knocking him back about 10 feet as the barrel clangs to the ground, softly spilling its contents as the floor becomes slightly white with its contents, and the air also has a few salt particles. Griffin takes 2 non-lethal points of damage because of the heavy barrel being launched at him, with his arms only being able to protect a small portion of that. So yeah, he's still standing. Kind of.
Just a little bit.
In the meantime, Val and the Iron Tiger.
Ooh, I exist.
You're currently...
It's not your fault. I know. It's just I'm making a crack.
Yeah. As you're behind the airship and you've already taken your shots, you see that a couple of cannons whir to life and begin to aim in your direction.
Alright, let me pull back out the PDF thing to look how this stuff was handled again.
That's okay. I'm looking at it too here.
Yep.
By the way, Blank, I do recommend Gundam Universe's figure line.
We'll get to that when I have the money to get to that.
Amazingly, I found all of them at Walmart.
That's not too surprising. That's where I used to get them way back when.
Yeah, the only one that broke was one of the crest on Unicorn Gundam, but that was a thin part and it fell rather rough.
Let's see.
By the way, Barbatos and Deathside work way too well together.
Fair enough.
Sorry if I'm distracting. I'm just trying not to have too much dead air.
Don't worry about the dead air. It's a tabletop RPG. I think dead air is going to be a
Dead air is par for the course.
Yeah. Because people are trying to... Yeah, the podcast maybe worry about dead air a little bit, but at that one, I usually have a better idea of what in the world's going on. Besides, we've never done an air-to-air combat. Okay. Alright, I see what can be done. Could you just tell me how the stupid attack is supposed to happen? Oh. Vehicle rank, pilot rank, and mod. Oh.
That's where the initial rolls decide between me or the airship who goes first. Which I don't know how this actually works as consideration, because, I don't know.
Well, I would definitely think piloting would be for dodging, but...
Oh no, it's a mix of things. It's a mix between the vehicle rank and a bunch of other things. And the vehicle defense as well.
Oh, also I started work on my Daniel Fortescue cosplay.
Okay.
I've gotten the hands and the forearms ready. The arm and the head will be a doozy.
Okay, come on. Where are you?
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna make the head a puppet. I know my head, and I'm not gonna do that for Dan.
You really can't stand anything to be quiet for longer than 5 seconds, can you?
Damn.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
That was the meanest I think I've ever heard you be. Damn, Josh.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to focus here, and he honestly just keeps going on about the most random things.
Well, we do have an audience. So.
We do? I mean, vaguely creepy, yeah, but I don't know who else would be listening in at this point.
Oh, you're putting way too much importance into this tabletop.
You're stressing it way too much, and unfortunately, it's also making it really hard for me to try to focus here.
Oh, I apologize. I try and be as...
No, it just...
I won't...
There it is! That's my goddamn cannons. Well...
Oh, I try and...
Only 2 of them are going to be aimed at me, by the way.
I know that there's only going to be 2. I'm calculating for that here.
Also, we just have to figure out the initial... So, 8... 8 plus... So 17 is my... So 17 is my initiative versus the other whatever it is for that thing.
Let's see.
Should I roll 17 dice? I don't do this.
Okay, so yeah, they probably wouldn't be using HEHP shots. Well, maybe they would.
I think they'll be trying to use flat shots more than anything.
You think the canister more than the HP?
But the problem is that we're already really close, so flat cannons actually become useless at a certain range.
Well, yeah, I'm looking at the I'm just looking at the 3-inch guns versus the 6-inch guns and the different fire velocities. Just figuring. I mean, we're talking about a Griffin who basically, yeah, he's going to try to sprinkle salts he'd want to go in assuming, but he knew he might get attacked. But at the same time, it basically is akin close to a suicide mission because he could just abandon ship and fly away after he finished, so he wouldn't care that much. Yeah, I think he would just go with the canister shots. So four lethal. Okay. Four lethal with the 6 air effect. Okay, and okay. I think I almost got this. Sorry, everybody, once again.
Yeah, this is. I figure this is gonna be the roughest part of this whole thing for you.
Yeah. Oh, you guys do your best to completely drive me crazy.
It's a hobby.
Okay, so let's see. So the ship is reacting at this point, so it will probably be the first to take a shot.
I will laugh if somehow you shoot it. You shoot it blanked and it hits the Griffin.
That could happen.
I know.
Like, the rolls last week were pretty fucking random, so I'll probably try to now that we see the cannons fire, we're probably gonna try to focus on specifically blasting those areas of the cannon. Because if we can keep it at the back of the ship, that's the only thing they can hit us with.
So a lot of dip, dodge, and diving.
More or less.
Yep. Okay, so I guess it comes to a combination of damage and pilot skill. Because I don't think we have an MOD.
I don't know what it does. I don't know how it works for the cannoneers though.
I think.
Sorry.
Sorry, are you talking about your cannoneers or my cannoneers?
Kind of goes both ways. What did we do last time? I think we just rolled them themselves, yeah. See, here's the problem with the dogfight thing, is that this is not a typical dogfight. This is between two, what you classify as carrier-type ships. This isn't even a dogfight.
Well, I'm doing a prey action versus predator action. Because the dogfight just shows initiative. The prey action would be, the defense versus a shot. At the moment, technically, you got the first shot, but that also means that now it's their shot, so they'll take a shot, then you take a shot.
Yeah, it's very much a chess game.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so the Predator plain weapon. Let's see.
It's battleship versus battleship combat.
Yeah.
Basically.
Does it plane itself add to the damage, or is it just the?
No, it's the weapons themselves.
Okay, so it is a 4. It is 4 lethal. There's no question about that. It's a 4 lethal. 4 lethal 6-inch gun. What does this AP mean?
Action points.
Action point.
I think that means for the reloading thing.
I'll go with that. I think we both have the same amount of reload anyway, then. Maybe. Range. No, the reload has a. No, the reload is there. 4 rounds to reload on a 6-inch gun. So, what is the AP? Hard point?
Might be the armor pierce then. Could be. I don't know.
Oh, actually, armor pierce, yeah. 2 armor piercers, so. Actually, yeah, that. AP, SAP.
Because the 20 millimeter that's on the top side of the cannon has a 2 AP.
Okay, vehicle special rules: structural armor penetration (SAP), high impact, high explosive artillery rounds (SAP). Rank subtract from SDR. SAP completely ignores regular DR. So I think the AP goes against DR, so that will penetrate against it. So negates 2 AP on your armor rating, and then the combination of lethal versus pilot skill would do it. Let's see. I think that would be kind of like an 86 in my case. Okay. Well, here we go, and let's see if this actually makes sense if we plan it out. So we got a pilot skill of 4 with the ammunition of 4, putting it together 8d6. That will bring it up to, let's see, to 5. So it does. So a attack of 5 against your battleship.
Let me get back to where I was. Fuck.
And Vaguely Creepy is also confirming that silence is fine both as an audience member and as a tabletop RPG player. So there you go. You got confirmation from God or Vaguely Creepy.
What did Vaguely Creepy say?
He says it's fine if there's silence on both the tabletop as well as the fact that he's an audience member. He's not minding it because he understands what's going on. It's not just quiet for random insanity.
And have I really been talking while you guys been discussing?
No, yeah, I mean, I'm just letting you know that you're.
Yeah, I know it's a force I have.
So I got, because considering the way this works, because I believe it's the vehicle rank versus that. That's 9. I got 13. I got 12 out of the 17 that I have to roll.
Well, it's a vehicle defense plus pilot rank. What's your?
Sorry. Well, then let me reroll it again. Actually, no, I had it right the first time. I actually did put it in right. So my vehicle defense is 11.
Okay.
My DR is 11. My vehicle rank is pilot rank is 4, and the mod is 5. I'm silly.
How do you have a mod of 5? How did you get a mod of 5?
Wait, let me look here. Maybe I got something wrong here. No, it's got 5 levels into it.
No, I mean, how did you get the mod of Are you talking about the level in the modifier? Oh, the goddamn modifier! Oh, that. I'm sorry. The mod is modifier. Oh my god. Okay, hold on.
Modifying the ship.
I don't know what it meant, and now I'm annoyed because that means my roll is off.
First and foremost, I don't know if that actually means what it means. That's the only thing I can think of is the modifier is the levels into the skill.
No, it makes perfect sense, especially since one of them is vehicle is your rank, and then modifier, which the modifier is based off of your own stats. Actually, it makes perfect sense, and it. Have I been rolling stupidly this entire time? For 3 years?
Possibly.
I'm gonna just ignore that for now.
By
the way, Towa, you take 1 point of non-lethal damage for pissing off God.
I shrug.
Okay, so it's 7. I do 7. So I do 7. There's also 2 armor penetration. Thank God.
Which means it shaves off 2 of these 17.
It shaves off 2 of the 17. So yeah.
So that's at least 15. So I think I dodged.
Well, I mean, did you have 15 with the roll or 15 in general?
Okay, so the normal damage reduction is 11.
Right.
And my skill and the modifier is 9. So that's 20. I'm going to recount the odds again.
Okay.
You can come over and take a look at it too, by the way.
No, I'm going to trust you on this one.
I'm going to recount it and make sure I didn't fuck up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Sorry I fucked up. It's 13, so it's 13 out of that. So 12. No.
11.
11 defense versus, what was your roll?
7.
So I think we dodges.
Okay. Here's the fun part about all of that, everybody. Well, other than the fact that right now my headset is beeping because it's slowly dying.
No one?
No, I just need to put it. I'm gonna have to plug it in to let it charge. I left it on I left it on since I don't know when I left it on, but I left it on. Hold on. Okay. The thing about mine is that was 1 shot. So now we gotta fire again.
Yeah, so I'll just reroll again.
Yep. No, I'm gonna have to wonder. Well, no, I guess this would make sense considering we're dealing with a slow ass airship.
Really easy to hit, but it has a whole lot of shots.
Yep.
Okay, so my second roll is 10 out of the 20. So,
Okay.
8. So you might roll higher this time.
If I can, if my brain can get it together here.
Also, what's the airship's total health you have at the moment? Or rather, have you take off the damage I did to it from it?
I think I did 7, by the way. My damage is 7.
So I cheeked it out by 1 point.
Dang it. Okay, you know what? No, I'm gonna use 4 of my own style points and do a peg in your armor.
You know I can just do the same thing.
Yeah, but here's the thing. There, I've barely been using my style points. Who would win this war?
I mean, if I don't lose my page, let me tell you.
The answer is Circuit.
Also, Blake,
Circuit has style points from literally the beginning of the game.
I got it.
I've got 30, so.
I got 57 if you really want to push it.
Here's the question. Are you really that determined to not let your precious iron integer get a hole in it?
I mean, here's the thing. Are you really eggy about the fact that I dodged 2 shots and one of them was just barely?
I demand a dent in that armor.
I think you're being a child.
The GM demands blood.
Take it from one of them.
I'm taking it from your... Well, I take it from them too.
You know, I can just delete the map, Brent.
I have it saved.
I can delete the other map that isn't finished yet.
He has it saved.
At the rate this is going, we're probably going to end up finishing it on this map anyway. And are you actually threatening the GM?
Yes, I can go to Nerf gun and I can really amp it up.
Okay, now you're real.
Listen, you can take your cheap shot, but I don't want to see anything like fucking 10 points of fucking damage. Then I'm actually gonna come in there and beat you with a rifle.
I am taking a cheap shot, but I'm not going to pile it on just so I can take your ship down. No, I'm not cruel. I just want to actually have a little bit of combat damage for once in this. If you come out of the squeaky clean, what the hell is the point?
I mean, I really much doubt that's gonna happen because I'm pretty sure your vehicle rank is. Fuck, I wouldn't even want to imagine it.
Let's look at the history of the facts here. How many times have you guys actually been injured or threatened with bodily harm?
Crimson.
I'm the only one.
Yep.
And how many times have you decimated my
roll it back. You almost fucking forgot. Rusty about got himself killed way back when in the very first instance with the pirates.
Okay.
He stole the airship.
Okay.
But you cannot discount that one. Even if it was, I don't remember who was playing. I think it was still Rusty. I think it was still,
Yeah, it was
No,
like
this-
that.
I am not discounting. I'm not discounting it. Go ahead. So yeah.
That nearly happened. Fucking Silo almost got himself blown up by a fucking Aether zombie.
Oh, he does that a lot.
That was actually funny. I was just saying, like, we've had a few close run-ins. It's just, it doesn't seem like it happens enough because we've been really stealthily about shit.
And how many minions, bosses, heavy characters, snipers, and so
To
on?
be entirely fair, we all know that's Silent's fault. Because called shots overpowered.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is whatever his roller is.
Okay, so
We got
okay, I'll give you that, but you gotta admit, when you weigh the scales there, about 4 to 5 compared to hundreds, you gotta let me at least get a bullet hole in the goddamn airship.
I said, you can take your fucking shot. Just to let you know, like, if I get a clean shot, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna literally blow a hole in the engine if I get anything higher than the fucking 20, higher than 15 on my roll.
If it's a cold shot, I will allow it.
Well, it's not even a cold shot. Like, if I just roll randomly and one of my gunners hits it, there's no use saving it.
If you manage to roll 15 above my own defenses...
I imagine your DR isn't too much higher than mine, because I think our vehicles are both very closely ranked the same.
Right. Anyway, I give it... Okay, I think everybody's getting tired.
Fucking shot.
Alright, 4 style points. You take 1 point of armor damage. I have put a hole in your precious ship. The GM is now satisfied. The GM has calmed down.
Jim's a bitch. I'm joking.
The GM has 4 griffins that are about to die and covered in salts. If you
covered in salts.
If you covered these griffins in flour, you could literally fry them and make K of griffin. Anyway.
Fuck.
Thank you.
I mean, serve it to the right group of ponies, and it's perfect for them.
Okay. So, I think. Okay. All right. Oh, jeez. Something's going on with my throat here. All right.
Let's all be happy that Poppy has yet to harness the power of flames and make the
Anyways,
like a flamethrower.
Speaking of which, let's see. I think we got Did we decide if we were going to just do a shooting back and forth between every turn, or if we were just going to I shoot one turn, you shoot one turn, especially since there's apparently a reload timer that we didn't exactly were made aware of.
Well, to be fair, it'd be extremely unfair to you because I've got a lot more capacity to my shells than you do.
Touché.
Like, we can go with the one shot per thing. It's just keep in mind, like, technically speaking, it would be a few rounds. I don't think, I think flat cannons have a lot more ammo than that, though. What kind of shells did you get those things?
I gave them just the basic canister shells. I can show it to you here.
Let me see.
Okay.
I will totally give you permission and not bitch if you want to switch them out for flat cannons. Because that would make more sense.
Go ahead and let them hear us ramble. I think they might actually find it fun that we're rambling like this. Yeah, I was going off of. Oh no, not these cannons. I'm going off of. Oh wait, no, that's not it.
Yeah,
either.
these are for cars.
No, it's one more page.
Let
Here.
me
There we
see.
go. 6-inch cannons with the canister type.
Ah.
See, that's what I was going on with a 4-round reload. Yeah, but yeah, this is the other one I was figuring, but that one's like for actually taking down armored aircraft, heavily armored aircraft. What's up?
Remember that you've also blinded me, and even if
We're past this.
What? We're past it. We're past it, and you blinded yourself.
Also, this one will only do a 2 reload, but yeah, it's fun.
Well, yeah, but they're going to be using 6-inch guns and not letting people get close if they can.
Okay, true.
Okay. Well, that would technically, I don't know. It's rumor.
All right. We'll continue to go on as is just to make the air combat a little more exciting. But other than that, we'll just do it one shot per round. My shot, your shot, my shot, your shot. Moving on. Let's go ahead and give these guys a shot. All right. So, going back into the group here. Toa, Pope, Krim. One Griffin is on the table and heavily stunned. Actually, he probably would be knocked out at this point now that I think about it. So, yeah, he just goes off and faints. And he's damp. There we go. The other one is still standing, but he is stumbling. So basically, it kind of looks like that boxer that just got the haymaker off the side. And it looks like he's still there, but he's just kind of like, we're like, oh, I can go. Yeah. And the other one.
Street Fighter.
No.
I like Street Fighter characters going.
No, I'm talking more Punch Out. And not that little stun thing, because that one they can still come back and beat your ass. This is one where he's basically just like, he's barely standing up and kind of. Watch Baki the Grappler. I gotta watch Baki the Grappler. Moving on. So Griffin number 3. He took a clang to a barrel. You guys don't know what's in here. I don't know if Blue's even paying attention. All he knows is the barrel got thrown at him, and right now the floor is covered in white powder, and the Griffin is also stepped in a little bit. But nobody is actually covered in it. It's just on the ground. And a little bit in the air because, you're basically dealing with a powder that just kind of started spinning around and falling on the ground a little bit. It's going to get up in the air a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and
Speaking of, so Toa.
halfway and go, "Hey, you remember the orders that we were given about this airship?"
Tell it bullshit. Sorry, I'm going to call bull right here. You're in the middle of a combat scenario. You have two griffins on you. You saw Blue leap for the hills against another one. You're not going to say, hey, how about that storyline exposition we had about 5 months ago?
I thought the two in front of me were knocked out.
Yeah, but they're knocked out, but you...
One of us was still up.
Well, I decided to knock him down because I read the rules when it came to non-lethal damage. He's below his health. He got hit with more non-lethal. It would knock him out at this point for at least a minute. So I did retract on that and corrected myself. However, you've got the two that are knocked out in front of you. However, you also have Blue that ran past you. And also you heard a clanging sound of something going on in the other room. So tell it, no, I have to call complete bull. That is, you're using outsider knowledge at that point.
No, I was asking about what we briefed on this.
Dude, you're not going to bring up what you were briefed on in the middle of the actual fight. Dude, that is, not even B-movie plots do that.
I mean, if we were shooting at each other and we were hiding behind a wall, then I could say maybe, but we're not.
Yeah, if you were not in a combat scenario, fair. Technically, you are. You had two griffins that you were dealing with. You have another one with another griffin and a bunch of noises coming from the other room. You're not gonna say, "Hey, remember that coatless combat orders?"
Fine, have it your way.
I'm sorry, but as GM, I have to put my foot down on that one. That is just way too out of character. Wait, hold it. Hold up.
Natural state of outsider trying to drag something that doesn't need to be brought in for the moment.
Okay, so I instead tend to pop. Hey, want to get up on my back so we can go help Blue?
Why is that stuff you do just turn and talk to somebody?
Yeah, in all honesty, Toa, you're kind of you're not going to be talking with him. You're either going to go and try to protect Blue, or you're going to try to defend Pulpe. At least that's what your character has done in the past.
That's why I asked Pulpe. Hey, want to hop on and protect Blue?
You could take your action to actually lift me up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But yes, my thought is to go and help Blue.
Alright, I lift up Pulpe and I move to be behind this barrel right here.
Okay, you don't know the barrel's there. All you know is your doorway.
From where you're at, you can't see that there's barrels.
You can go into the doorway and then see there's a barrel and move. Yeah, you have to remember, you got a kind of a fog of war thing, as well as the fact that you have to consider it from your character's perspective here.
Oh, I'm asking about my character. And I can see a barrel right there.
Yeah, you can see one way out there, but that's also if everything is well lit.
Right. I mean, right here.
Is it before the lockbox or the tables or the griffin body in front of you or the darkened corridor?
I am right down on the actual thing.
Okay, so for the sake of the fact that we're going back and forth on an argument on this, you can't...
I'm just going to move forward with Pope.
Alright. Move forward, go to the door frame, and then you can decide, oh, there's a barrel. Let's hide behind it. just try to remember context here. You're in a darkened airship. It's not well lit. You're not going to see these barrels easily, and there's fighting going on.
And there's a puff of something in the air.
There's a small puff of something.
Just about where my line is, basically.
Yeah, actually, it would be about there because of the toss and then the kickback. So the salt is also just slightly sprinkled on the ground with a little bit in the air. Granted, you're not close enough for it to affect you yet. So, Toa, you grab Pope, you go up to the door frame, then you see the barrel and go and hide behind it as Blue is in the middle of standing next to a griffin that is standing, though you don't know how damaged he is, and the other one, and there's also apparently another one in the distance. Okay, Pope, it will be your turn next.
Okay. Well, I will want to try to send a water gun that way, trying to focus it just past Crimson so that it doesn't splash Crimson. So let's see if I can actually need to get up to 7 to do that. What was my roll again? Magic combat 11 plus 6 17 dice. Discord bot channel 17 D2 going for evens. 1 2 3 4 5 2 3 4 5 6. I am not able to cast it this turn. That is my action.
Okay. Blue! You see the ponies get knocked out a little bit. No, I stand corrected. Griffins. I don't know where ponies came from. See the griffins get knocked out and stunned. One of the griffins are kind of stunned a little bit and just kind of teetering there. The other one appears to be standing and nominal as from the barrel, which I probably should also... Actually, it's not that one. It would be... So the barrel is actually kind of right here. It's actually on its side, but just for the sake of not wanting to mess with the physics of these things. So, Blue, what do you do?
Well, I'm going to double duck. I'm going to kick this one into that barrel, and then I'm going to throw a Hadouken at the other one.
All right. Go ahead and go ahead and kick the first one.
17d6. Remember, always evens, and this is for the second one, 17d6. So for the one that I'm kicking, 1, 2, 3. Wow. I wish I wasn't always evens on that one. I think he just stumbles out of the way of the kick. 1, 2, 3.
How much did you get on that first one?
4. Unless I'm miscounting, 4 out of 17.
Yeah, he even though he's blindly flailing trying to block himself, he still managed to just barely block it. So you kicked him in, you did hit him in the arm, and his back hit the barrels, but he's still standing. So the question is, do you still want to Hadouken the other one, or do you want to try to take out the one that you just kicked into a barrel but is still standing?
You have to declare your attacks before you can actually attack with that. So at least I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Really,
so,
I thought it was a case of that you get two action. You basically have at 2 actions. You do one action and then you do another one. But you could, I think, you could still change the target.
I think I know technically you would attack attack one, and then you get to go, this is what I'm going to do. But I think with a lot of tabletops, and I think this one works this way, when you do multiple attacks in a single action, you have to declare all of your targets before you start attacking.
Yeah, I've remembered that. If you want to do a full round action, you have to declare it as your first thing, not do an attack and then another attack.
Fair enough. Okay, so you kick one into the barrel, which is still standing, and then you throw a Hadouken at the other one. And how did that one go?
Let me recount. I think it was 7 out of 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 7.
Okay, you throw Hadouken at the other one. It manages to go over the barrel and smack him in the face, causing him to stumble back a little bit more. However, he is also still standing, though he is definitely very injured and very winded. Non-lethally, of course.
Yes, completely non-lethally.
Yes.
This will totally not end in the deaths of multiple griffins and other intelligent creatures. Completely not. 100% fine.
Alright, the first one, unfortunately, is still stunned from the haymaker from previously. Or, no, wait, that was the last turn. Yeah,
No.
that was the last turn. So, yeah, he's still standing. Okay.
You mean the clothesline?
Yeah, the clothesline one is still standing, and now he's unstunned. Okay, so the unstunned one immediately starts booking it, stumble booking it across the way.
Too bad attacks of opportunity don't exist in this.
Nope. Too bad. And the other griffin starts running towards the other end of the corridor and starts to speak into something. Not ignoring you, but you can obviously hear the panic in his voice.
By the way, could Poppy smell if that was salt?
If he could smell it, then he's going to have to do a willpower check.
Why would I be able to smell it?
Why would he want to? This is essentially asking if he can smell cocaine. Maybe you could smell it, but you wouldn't want to.
True, I'm saying when he's this far away, or
I
did
don't have a
miss it?
sensitive nose.
Alright. So in either case, I am Tegger.
Ooh.
You now...
It is past 9, so this might be the last round we do for this one.
Oh, it is, but I'm also going to set up for a nice little cliffhanger.
Oh, buddy.
God have mercy on our souls.
Anyway, so I guess this is my go.
Yep.
Oh, seeing as we got shot at and hit, we have eyes on where the fucking gun placements are from that particular angle.
I guess I can't argue that. No.
Time to take out a gun?
Well, time to focus fire in the general area. You either be hitting the gunner or be hitting the gunner.
It is basically a called shot situation, though, so it is going to have a higher
Well, we'll be
difficulty.
firing in that general area is the idea.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that. I'm just thinking it's essentially a called shot situation, so if he does really well in the shot, there's also a chance that he could take out the gun.
Let me pull up the book again and let me see how you have to fucking put the attack together. Plain weapon. So in this case it'd be... Gotta fucking find it again, god dang it. Let's distract this thing. There it is.
You're not the only one that's got to find it again.
So it'd be 9 plus... multiple 3s and shit, that's the dumb part, but I gotta roll 4 times.
question.
Okay, no, that works really differently because technically my mod isn't taken into account at all in this situation. Then. What's the dexterities? Did we write that down, or was the 5s and 4s and 3s just their base level?
That was just their base levels, I believe.
Yeah,
Their levels on the. It should be their actual piloting skills. Did I include the stats with it, or just their piloting skills? Because I swear.
I think it's just piloting skills we just did.
Okay, I think that I'll do base stats of 3 across the board, since except for the ace is obviously level higher.
The ace, and the ace is a co-pilot, so it doesn't really factor in for him.
Okay, so 3's across the board.
Well, because the reason I bring this is because it's a plain weapon, pilot rank, and mod. But see, that's the effing problem, is because technically speaking, that would make him way too strong in a way. So, I believe gunnery is covered in dexterity. So what's the dexterity is basically at? Would you like average, like 4?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so it's just gonna be 4 plus 4, and then 4 plus 3 for the other 3. For the pilot rank and mod, quote unquote.
Okay.
I think I don't fucking know what this thing.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go with that. I just wish I could figure out. Okay, do you know if the VR is the basically the air?
Vehicle rank is your health.
Right. Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. So.
They don't have an extreme amount of health. That's because they have an extreme amount of defense. That's why they don't have high health.
How do you determine the vehicle defense, though? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You mean the damage reduction?
Well,
It's in there somewhere.
I thought the damage reduction was just how much it reduces shot. Oh, I see. Okay. Let's see.
I think because yours is. I think yours would be under the 15 or the 11. I can't remember.
No, it's okay. I think I got it figured out now. So let's see. Let's see. Okay, 3. Wow, they're actually more better at attacking the defense. Go figure. All right. All right.
Anyways, I'll start the rolls here real quick so we can actually get on with the lives for a little bit.
Okay.
Pull it back up again. Okay, so for the first guy, so 4 plus 4 plus 4. And remember, from this particular gun, it also has the shaves off 2 of the damage reduction. So it's also got the SA. It's got the structural armor pierce 2 to it as well, and 4 lethal as the base. So it would be literally 12 roll. So out of 12, the first shot is 7.
Swing and a miss.
Let's see. Could be a smart ass. No, I'll save him. That's not what I wanted to hit. That's also not what I want to hit, because they sure as hell ain't rolled 19. This is fairly ridiculous. I don't think we're going to be able to land shots on each other at all unless we actually just keep fucking burning style points at both ends.
I don't know. It makes for an interesting dogfight, right?
Yeah, but it also just seems kind of dumb because in my case it makes sense for me to be able to dodge. In your case, there's no reason why a bomber can't fucking hit an airship when it's as close as we are. Same from statistical reasoning.
Well, I mean, it could also, you got a higher roll than I'd have on defenses, so I don't, I mean, It could just be that this is a bad run.
And
Yeah,
you
it probably
have
just is.
Rusty's points at your disposal.
That's true. I could do that. I don't. What is her? What? How many points does she have? I think she has. I think she has a ton.
Don't give him ideas.
Too late. It's already there.
No.
Technically speaking, she's under my control because she's on my shit. That gives me 70 in total. Or 77,
Also, I
actually.
can always throw him some.
Shush you.
Toa, you do that and I will throw you off the airship. Or I'll coat you in salt so nobody can touch you again. Except for the Griffin.
They'll cut you in salt and then light you on fire so it fuses with yourself. Your very being.
Alright, so the first of the three-pointer guys is 5 out of the 9, which I don't think is going to do anything. Oh yeah, you have to reroll for
Wait a
all
minute.
4 of these things.
Wait a minute, something's wrong here. What are you rolling for these attacks?
Well, remember, we just discussed it.
Right. But yeah, I got the
Okay, so remember, it's 3, you're being fired at it from 4 different characters.
Right.
And in this case, we decided, like, because they aren't the pilot, their level of gunnery skill is what's acting in place of pilot rank in the mods.
Got it.
So I was thinking, like, oh no, I think I actually did that math wrong. Fuck.
That's why something seemed off.
Yeah, no, because I think we said dexterity for all of them would be at least 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so now I fucked it up. I gotta reset those ones. Well, except for the first one. The first one was genuine, which that one I think I might like.
Actually, I was going to say that the dexterity was 3 for an average, except for 4 for the ace.
Okay, so then, no, I did it right then.
So, yeah, the dexterity, the pilot skill, and also the weapon itself.
Yeah, so yeah, for all 3 of them, literally they only rolled 9s. For the other 3. For the one of this, so that's a 4, it's 12.
Oh, wait.
The weapon also does 4L.
Okay, so when you're saying they're rolling 9s, you mean they're rolling an actual number 9. They're not rolling 9 dice.
We're rolling 9 dice.
Okay, yeah, that does math out. Okay, fair enough. By the way, you actually do have a chance of hitting the ship a lot more than you would think, but yeah, it's definitely not an uphill battle.
Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna roll back to the first shot and take in. Let's see how many I actually get. Let's see. Out of units. I am going to burn 6 of Rusty's points to make that 10 out of the 12 instead. And do remember to shave off 2 because armor piercing of whatever defense you rolled back then.
Right. Okay, so you just brought down an airship. Congratulations.
I did not.
Unfortunately, that's actually close to true.
Here's the thing about airships. I don't know if that's the whole health, considering.
Well, hold on. Let's. So, how much damage are we talking altogether now at this point?
Well, the total is just 10, so it's 4L. So, you tell me.
So it's 10, and you have a reduction of 2 on the armor piercing.
Yeah.
So that basically you just did 5 damage to the airship. That is literally almost half its health.
I don't think that's right.
I know that.
How do these fucking plane things work?
I don't know. Honestly, that makes absolutely no sense to me for some reason.
Well, what's the defense you rolled that it makes such a difference?
Well,
You said I say 3 points, and suddenly I missed when I rolled 7 out of 12, right?
well, I had a 7 defense, and then I forgot that you had the armor penetration. And
never
didn't
mind.
mention it.
I take that shit all back. Then never mind. I thought you got a perfect. My perfect. Never mind. I was just willing to do 3. I'm not gonna do 5. That's not fun.
Okay.
I'll roll all that back. So I'll just take the 2. I'll take the 2 and leave it.
Okay. So that's 1.
Oh no, the reduction is 2. You said you rolled a 7.
That's 1 person.
Well, yeah, it's only 1, but the other one's only got 5 out of 9 rolls each, and they don't have armor piercing.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay. So wow, you really have the weirdest airship in the goddamn world.
Oh no, like, dude, like, you only have 1 super strong gun, and 3 of them are minor guns. This gun thing would be overpowered if all 4 of my guns were fucking 20 millimeters. I was trying to keep it even.
Fair enough.
Try to make it even fight.
I'm still.
Like,
I get it, but I get it, but I'm still confused as hell. But anyway.
Well, okay, just if you, I'll send you the sheet so you can look at it.
Well, in any case, no, I got it down now. we're good enough that we can keep going on, and we should probably finish up and wrap up here for the evening as planned. So, alright, as you take the shot and you manage to sink a few holes into the airship, you notice that the airship suddenly starts to descend. And you know you didn't do enough damage to get it to actually start descending like that.
Oh boy.
And you guys also feel it start to descend. Rapidly. We're talking a very noticeable descension, I might add.
I make a quip of. So, do you think they actually know we're here, not just someone shooting at them?
Tolakoi fails at quip.
I would say get some parachutes, but everyone on this ship can fly.
Says the one that could fly but can't.
Wait a
No.
second. I feel like
can't
only
even
like maybe
translate
10
that.
minutes has passed. I don't think this thing would be that close to any places yet.
It's not that close, but it's changing plans.
Ah. Okay, anyways.
Unfortunately, your interaction as well as recently advised information has caused things to change.
Oh boy. Okay.
Hmm.
Anyways, we
So,
pause there.
are we over water right now?
No, we're not. We're
No, you're over land and heading towards a city.
But not that close to a city yet.
You're still a ways out. Anyway, so that will be it for the session here. I hope everybody had fun. Good one, vaguely. Any case, that will be it for Roan RPG. We will try to do this again next week, as we normally do, but I'm glad that for those of you who were able to enjoy and jump in and participate in all that, I'm glad you got to enjoy it. So, either one way or another, the scenario will end. What will happen to our intrepid heroes? What have they done this time? Only time will tell. Otherwise, I hope you all have a good night, and if you're watching this live, I hope that we see you all on Saturday afternoon for the Rift Live panel with captioning pictures. Otherwise, have a good night, everybody.